Jitte Today we are looking at Jitte Salutation and the opening sequence, which looks at the vertical cycling of the hand. So it starts off with a salute, and then the hands cycle forward, ending up in this hand formation. And it's fairly easy, and most people can actually see how this can be applied to a trap down, strip down, and an attack forward into a central target. Today what we're going to do is we're going to look at that vertical cycling to come around and control the lead hand guard and come to the outside of that hand. So I am on the inside. I'm going to scoop that hand away, and we're going to work towards the outside of the body, which gives you some tactical advantage. So as I start, I don't see only this happening. I see this as a way to control that hand, which allows me to modify my angles to then vertically cycle, but end up right here. And then when I then do that, I'm using this hand sequence to slip into the neck and apply an attack to the throat, rather than see it as a strike. And the reason being is that if my thumb is out, that kind of messes up my thumb if I get it wrong. So as I slip in, I'm going to then place my hand towards the throat and squeeze down. And then when you saw the drill at the start, I'm going to scoop up from the outside, and this is how it looks like for the opposite side. I'm going to turn that around and squeeze. Back to the sequence. It's there. I step up, I squeeze, tap down, and strike. Apply an arm, elbow attack, and go down. So this vertical cycling, it allows me to slip to the outside. I apply that. That allows me to then trap down and press this secondary tool to the body, and I attack to the head. Elbow attack, and then a drop to the hip. Once again, here, trap, strike. I'm controlling the hand, and then into the hip. So slowly, so instead of just only on the one axis, I'm going to then turn here. I control this with my elbow. I slip under, and that becomes either a yank to the outside or a pop up with the elbow, and then I drop down with my own elbow. So you can use the vertical cycling idea. Instead of just going to the same side, you can go from the opposite side where I am connecting from the inside. I circle down, I slip out, and my fingers are then pointing back towards the neck, and I come back here, here. Elbow control, and then slip down into the hip again. So from here, again, it's here, right? Here, elbow control, elbow attack, drop down into the hip. Here, 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 right there. Did I go do this? Talking about the hip displacement, if I were to do this, I'm going to lift him or I'm going to pull him forward. What I want to do is I want to fold that hip downwards. So I'm not using my arm to lift him up and send him backwards. I'm using a contraction of the body to then press that hip over my thigh. And that's a huge difference with trying to lift the opponent up and over. I'm not. I'm just trying to bend him down so that the center of gravity is behind his base. It's actually fairly easy to do. The reason being is that once you engage here, there's a lot of tension on the upper part of the body. The legs don't drive that hard. And if they do, then you basically then redirect and then fold the the hip and the legs again back over to yours. So make sure that the make sure that my leg, the defender's leg, is way behind this outside leg that the opponent has. Did you want to add anything?
No, you covered everything.
Thank you very much. If you have the time, look at this. It's like Dosan. Dosan basically has the same motion. So you continue doing this until you actually slip in. But once you actually do that, then you notice that we've sorted that out. Now what else do we do with this forward motion? So sometimes in our drills we have that forward roll. So that does something. So you either blitz the center line, or you come up from the outside, or then you reverse it and you come in from the underside. So you come in from the side of the opponent or the inside of the opponent. It's actually a really cool way to use your hands. So you either go forward or you reverse them. Otherwise, stay well, keep practicing, and if you're in the southern hemisphere, stay warm.